Hey guys, I was looking at some blogs this morning and came across a bunch of different multiple sites and twin sites that I like to, well, new ones, but also ones I love to go and check out that give some great information about parenting twins or schooling in twins or health in twins, all different kinds of topics. And one of the things that I have happened upon a bunch of different times is the whole idea of um, the defining the individual identity of each twin. And so my sister and I are fraternal twins. We look very much alike and um, have always been easily confused for one another throughout our lives. Um, and so one of the things that parents of twins seem concerned about is whether twins who look so much alike can find their own identity and define themselves separate from their twinness. I certainly have had many experiences where I've been confused for my twin sister, and I find them funny and entertaining, but I've actually read on some of the sites that some twins get bothered by that. So for our own experience, and I was talking to my sister Rebecca about it just a little while ago on the phone, and we both kind of feel the same way, that it's never really been a concern of ours. We're definitely our own individual person, and we have been able to make our own friends and also have combined friends, and there have definitely been times where we've fought over friendships, and we've had issues with sharing friends, and we've had issues with getting along at play dates and all that kind of stuff when we were younger. And I think in all those moments we were definitely sort of trying to assert our independence and trying to sort of define ourselves from one another. But, you know, in the long run, for us, our twin connection is so important to us. We've never been in any way bothered by being called the twins, like a lot of twins get called. It's always been something that we hold near and dear to our hearts. Like, we love being twins. We love being twin sisters. And so it's never really been something that has been a negative thing for us. And we have been lucky. We did go off to different schools when we went to college, and were able to sort of assert our young adult lives separately for a while and define ourselves individually and make different friends and experience different life experiences. But overall, we've been able to really enjoy the twins kind of aspect of our lives. Some twins just don't like that being something that they get called, but it doesn't bother us at all. And really didn't when we were kids either. We didn't mind being dressed alike. We weren't really dressed alike much, and maybe if we had been forced to be dressed alike, it would have been bothersome, but we weren't. But we did like being dressed similarly at times. Again, because of the personal connection that we felt between each other when we did it, not really because we wanted to confuse people or anything. Most of the times that we do anything that has something to do with making us look alike or sound alike or whatever, it's really just our own connection that we're dealing with. It's not really thinking about everyone around us and whether they will be able to tell us apart or not, any of that stuff. So when we talk about it, we always come down to the same conclusion when it comes to sort of individuality and, you know, whether you should call twins the twins or not. Again, it's up to you as parents, whether you want to call your twins the twins or not, and, you know, see what their reaction is as they get old enough to understand whether they don't like it or not. I guess in the end, they're going to decide at some point in their lives to not let people do that, or to not be bothered by it either way. So it's just not, in my mind or my sister's mind, something to really worry about. Like, we in general have found our way and have been able to appreciate being twins. And I think unless there's real extreme situations or there's real extreme sort of scenarios with certain twins, overall I find that I think that they're all going to be able to sort of make that decision as they get older, and to not really make yourself too crazy or worried about it. You know, if someone calls them the twins and in that moment you don't feel like correcting them, then don't. Whatever. You know, it's not going to be detrimental to your girls or boys or kids, twins, if they don't care either. So, you know, our philosophy just is, why make it a big deal if it's not bothering them? And you know, that's our big thing. Defer back to them, see how they feel about being called the twins, or having similar friends, or having to share play dates, or any of that stuff as they get older. And you know, I have something in my eye. Ow. And if they have, you know, if they're too young or they're not big fans of speaking up for themselves, you know, I guess make the choice yourself, but understand that at some point it may not be something, you know, what if you choose to not let them be called the twins, and then at some point they don't mind it and they either tell you or they don't correct people, then don't worry about it. It just, you know, in general, the twins that I know and for our own experience have been very okay with, at some point being able to sort of make that decision for themselves and be content to let others know how they feel about their, how they want to be referred to. So I guess that's it. I think a lot of what we find with our world as twins is, you know, in the long run, so much of what we as parents as a whole worry about becomes so little in the grand scheme of things, and most likely they're gonna be just fine. So good luck, and that's just our take on our own experience being twins, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.